Greetings, Earth beings. Lovely to be with you once again. I am reporting from a very cosmic place on planet Earth, known as Asheville, North Carolina. I'm here in my sweet little Airbnb, which I can highly recommend if you come here. And I'm here for a retreat, specifically a QHHT gathering that happens once a year. This is my first one, but I'm also understanding that I was called here for so many other parts besides just that gathering. There's a lot of convergence, other people and other energies, people that I don't know and have, or I don't know, maybe do know, but I didn't know I knew, and now we're kind of coming together. And it's a vortex on the planet, and it's time, of course, that those of us that are working with these light energies are drawn to these places. So I'm not surprised that I'm here and honored to be here. We're still in the middle of it, so much is happening and can happen still. Today, a group of us all kind of spontaneously went to this bird sanctuary, and it's a vortex. And I brought my bowls and was channeling and singing, and it was really special. And the birds, and also there was some turtles in the water, and it just felt like all came together and supported, and some of the group all came together and we were singing together, and it truly felt again like we touched in these higher dimensions. And that's something that I want to talk about today, because what's happening for those of us who are witnessing or who are noticing that it's like we're here in the third dimension. We know this place well as far as our earth bodies are concerned, and the call has been to ascend and to understand our multidimensional existence. And how it feels is that we tap in and then we come back. And we're like, okay, we're here again, but we have this maybe a lighter feeling in our body, or maybe like a what just happened feeling, or like a higher, resonance. Maybe we can hear things that we couldn't hear before. We could see things that we couldn't see before. And these are also things that, for example, like plant medicines or altered states of consciousness, as we call them, we see these things. We are all of a sudden, we have visuals. We have the experience of tapping into something that at first might seem outside of us, at first might seem like something that's not really there. However, what it seems to me is that we're actually seeing what is there, but we just didn't have access to it in this dimension. So this could also explain a lot of sacred sites. For example, when we see like a megalithic structure and we're like, how on earth did they cut this stone? How did this appear here? We'll just take Stonehenge as an obvious example, or some of the pyramids. How did these giant stones get here? It's come to me that a lot of these things are only available to be understood or to sort of exist in the higher dimensions. And here we are in the third dimension. We're limited. We're limited as to what is available to us. And part of what's limiting us is actually our mind, because we kind of, if we can't understand something, in a way it cuts us off from that. So the mind will say, oh, I don't know how that's possible. So therefore, in some senses, it's not possible. It doesn't mean that our belief says it's not possible, but already kind of ingrained in us means, well, if humans as we know them couldn't build that, couldn't cut that, couldn't see that, couldn't have that technology or whatever, then it's just not possible. And this is the programming that we need to shift because we are all at once. And we are shifting into the higher consciousness to truly witness that and to see that. So our work right now is to like keep touching into these places and then come back, and then it's like, well, yeah, I know that happened. I know I saw that. I know what I saw. Or I understood something that is not able to be understood in this dimension while I was there experiencing that. And then I'm back, and I know that I understand that now. So it's not understanding it through our mind as much as it is just feeling it. And you know that when you have an experience like that, that's not part of the third dimension, you know that that is happening. You know that something profound was. So it's like you've already experienced it and you're already that. But when the mind is getting in the way, then we are limited to this. What's been coming through my channel, both for groups and for individuals, is that we're meeting in the middle. So we're taking our density layer, it's called, which I would say 3D, and we're also going above. So this is the density layer. This is the fifth dimension, we'll call it. And it's almost like these two are coming to like meet each other in a new realm. And this new realm is the realm that we are going to be existing in, or is the realm that we are existing in. But we are going to feel that and see that and be that fully, which is super exciting because this is kind of what's talked about as this new earth or new way of being, or for many of us that are receiving these messages, it's like a complete shift into a field of love, of unconditional. All is love. All is because it is, without judgment. So without that polarization or without that opposites or division. And another piece of that came in a session that we did, I led a retreat. During the channeling session, what came through was that we have positive and negative. And right now on our planet, they're divided. You're either positive or you're either negative. You either are with this belief or with that belief. You're in this political party or that political party. You're either totally natural in your healthcare or you're in that healthcare system. You decide, you take sides. And this is exactly what has closed us off to our own expansion, is this. It's very small and small-minded, and it's also very low vibrational, because what was shown is that we are both positive and negative. And when we think about something that has the two poles, like a battery is just a very basic example, positive and negative. Do they divide it, or are they both needed to bring the current through the battery, the energy from the battery? So it was showing that the negative, or the dark, or whatever you want to call it, has been very out of balance on our planet for so long, and that everything is built on this out of balance. So our physical structures, our cities, our buildings, our systems, all of it is built on the imbalance of the overly negative balance. And as we shift and bring those two into balance, which, by the way, we have to do within ourselves before anything else. So the positive and negative, the masculine, the feminine, the divine union of the two is the necessary piece that we all need to bring into balance within ourselves. Once that is in balance, everything comes into balance. This very old, out of balance, toxic, negative, once that comes into balance, then the negative is actually being used as as a balance with the positive. And therefore, this is resonating. So it's shown that with all of those systems and cities and structures, all that we know being built on this negative side, as we balance that, that is just naturally going to shift and go away. And the visual of it was, I kind of saw like vacant, just lines of cities, like almost when you go to a ruin site and you see just the outlines of buildings and stones. You don't see the rest of the structure because that structure is already disintegrated or it was natural materials. It was showing like that, like kind of this grid work of this thing, and specific to like a big city like New York City or something. It just showed this like hollow outline and all in gray. And it wasn't like, oh, Armageddon happened and there was that city. It was like that wasn't needed anymore. That way of living wasn't needed anymore once we come back into the whole and into this balance. So it was pretty profound and also very simple. But I think what's stopping us now is like maybe that fear of like, well, what happens when we lose all those systems, when we lose all that structure, when we lose our ego, when we lose our attachments? Somehow that seems really scary. But that's where we have to go. And that's what we're seeing in the world right now is this just, it's going away. It's not even fighting back in a sense. I mean, I think it's trying, but it feels that the light force and the input from the positive is so strong right now that it's just naturally going to be bringing these two into balance. So that's what I wanted to share. I'm going to channel right now about some of these things maybe, or just to see what comes through. Because being here, it's a very special place, and it's in the mountains, the Appalachian Mountains. I'm very aware that this is a sacred place on the planet, and a place that not only needs activation because of what is lying underneath these mountains is so powerful. So it's almost like reactivating, and that also we're receiving a lot of these higher vibrations, higher frequencies just by being here. So it's a perfect place to do some work. So to prepare yourself for the transmission, you can just sit comfortably. You can close your eyes or keep them just a little bit open, because a lot of times what comes through my hands, it will give a certain direction of things, and perhaps you can follow that direction better by seeing it. Or you can just close your eyes completely, and then you can go back and watch it again with the eyes open, just to receive what's coming through. And also focus on your breath. This is so, so important. That's kind of a thing that's always said, oh, breathe, focus on your breath. But really, use your breath. Another thing that came through in New York was we have to activate our pineal, our third eye, with our breath. And if you've worked with your breath and done breath work, you know that is exactly what activates when you do a breathwork practice. And even when you're not doing the practice, bringing awareness and focus that when you breathe, it showed this as a flame, and the air and the breath makes this flame bigger and expands our third eye. and that is what is needed. So as you're receiving the message, bringing your breath up to there, and as you exhale, it kind of becomes your field, and it's light. And then once again, so breathing in this way, if it's too much mental capacity, then you don't want to use your mind to do it. Just kind of feeling the breath moving up and around. Also, it becomes kind of the toroidal field as you exhale. Okay, I'll be right back and we will begin. I'm inviting in the higher dimensional energies, beings, light forces, Mahashta Erihaya Aha Andere Ishki, Kaya Atere Ishki Ranaha Atere Haa, to bring forward the information, Mahashta Eriha Kaya, that needs to be received now by you, Mahashta Eriha, you, the all, Kaate Eri Ishki Ranaha Te. Ha mu'ukuste eri ha amaha adre ishkirina aha kuya maha adre ishkirina ha adre gia anere kirina ha kuya maha aste eri haya andre ukuya maha akaya adre este kiana ha akai uya maha kaya adre ishkirina ha adre era haya kara ushkirina ha kuya maha adre ishkirina ha ane eri haya buya Via ha andere eri ha andere ishki hai ama akuste eri ha atre ishk ha iana ate kuste eri ha ama ha akuste hi ha ande eri hai ha maha atu ya maha akui teri I ha ne eshti hai kaya atu ya maha kaya atu ya maha ka aya atre eshki hai ki anana akai amaha akuste heri hai amaha ka atre ishki hai Kuyamaha Bru uyaha upuste hai me ha neheri mahande kande yanaste Mande he para ate ka ate ki ka ate este eha ka ande ka ande ki ana aka atoi aheste he I ka ande ki a ade uste I am ahatoya ka hate Ki ana ha ka te I ka aste huko I ama ahate eri ha te Kuste ha ate I ka atu ukuya ama aha ate eri haande Ki aste I ka muku ite ha andere eski hate ka Wist ka wite I hande I hande iske eri hama toya Ma atatu uya a ka atatu uya ma a ka atatu uya ma a ka ate eski ha ande eri ha amaha atuya ma ka Moiste ki anana tere heri ha We wish you warm greetings, ma'ashte eriha mahate. Always a pleasure, ka'ashte eriha ma'atuya ma'akahate. Being here, ka'ashte eriha tuya mahakate. Kushte heriha tere ishteha. Kuya mahate eriha atuya mahakame. Tere ka ande este eri hama aku yamaha tere eri ha atukeste hai. Ande eri a ama utu ui ka ande eri a ama aka ate eri ha. Ande I astuku uyama aha atere I ka ha. Tere ki kayama totoyama haka. Tateri ste eri ka ama hatoyama haka atere ha. Te I ka atuku ste eri ha. Firstly, ke este ha mate eri ha. Kuku, we invite you to tune in to your energy. Mahastere ika. Tere ishka hatuya mahate. All you. Mahatere ishka. All of you. Kaatere eshke haane. It's before you. Paate. All around you. Ke este behind you. Mahatuya maka. Buyahate. The you. Kaaste eriha. Is not just physical body. Katere ishke hamaha. Tuyamaha ka te eri all of you mahastere ika. Kara este hai maha tuyamaka este. Deri ika atuyamaka astere ika hamaha. Bui katet e katet e katet e katet e katet e katet e when you tune in, you notice the all force. The all, kaate, the is, the you, Kukuyama teresteha. Kareri ka andere ishkihai. You feel it, Kukuyama teeri, but this is a different sense ke estehai makate. Ka andere ishkirenahate. Bahata teeri ika andere ishkihai ha eri ha. This sense is not related to here, earth, place, mahate. Kere ha ate eka makuya tere eshke ha. Me eri ha andere eshke ha. Kare ikana na otuya mahaka ate eshte ha ha. It's not feeling in the way you would currently feel something me eshte hai. By touching something, feeling it sensational through your skin. This is different feeling. We may call it being. Being with awareness. Are you normally aware of being? But you're always being. Not something that you're doing, but you are it. Kukuyamate ishka ma atutuyamaka atere ishka ha ate este ha. Kere ishka and ishka. It's a very complex word, being katere ishka. Ke eri ha aha andere ika. Ukuya atere ika a ha ate eri. So sensing this being that you are kaashte and that you are being mahatere ishke ha. Bura otere I kanana atere este ha andere I ana ere I kanana ate ere ha. Dere I kanana aka yamak. Buishte e ha andere I kanana atere e ka andere I ka aha andere e he ha. Moya ha. Now feeling this being ka ashte heri ha. Kushte irana ha te e, separate this feeling from this sensation feeling from your skin. Bahatoyamaka in the body. Meheste haya aturu ukuyamate eri ha. Kukuyamahate eiste he ha. Kara e kanana ate eri aha ambukushte. This awareness also sensitizes other ways of feeling ke'eshteha in the physical. Mutuyamatere ishka, kuyamatere ishka, kuyamatere ishka. Makes it kind of electrical in a sense. Because the being field, the energy, mehesteha, maka is working with the physical body. Kater ishke. It is not inside ka'ashte. It is not part of mahatuya. It's powering, maybe. Kate eshtehai. Powering the body, physical part. Matuya ka'ateriha. Kukuyama kukuyama kakakete. Ushte haya andere I kanana atere eri haya puya maha kara eri kishte. Asking now, can you truly feel this? Do you notice? It's like meditating for your whole being, body on the outside, also going through in mahate, all around never stops. We tell you that your aura is this. Some people can see auric field. It's like your energy field interacting with the physical. This becomes your auric field. When you have dark parts in your auric field, you're too much in this dense part, the negative, the imbalance. It's not like you're bad or good. No, is kuyamaha atere ish kaha andere ish kihai. Kaatuyamaha ka atere ish kirenahate eriha. Kukuyamahaka. Your auric field could be very dark. Mahashte eriha. For example, when body has not full health. Meherihashte heriha. Karaeshte ha maka tuyamaka ate ha ha ha. Kara erihi kana uishte ha andere ishki ha. Ha amo ukuyamahate eri ha ha andere ishki ha ha. You must find the resonance between the physical body and this field, this sense of being. They work together. One powers the other. Keeps it alive, working, like machine, kere ish te hai. Kara ukuya maha tere ish kine na ha te eri hai. Buya ha kara eri hi kara na ate ish kine na ha te eri hai, hai, hai. Ha andere ish kine na ha tere ish ki hai. Feel now, ka tere ish kara ara etere ish ki, your auric field, maha tere ish ki. Using your breath, breathing your energetic body all around. Feel your auric field. If you can't feel it, it's okay. Maybe you can see it. Maybe also cannot see it. If you think you cannot, you are relying on senses as you know them now. This is different. You are seeing auric fields without even realizing it. This sense directs you to like fields. Also to know when not to engage with another field because it is different. Resonance, color, feeling. Kirana ashte eri hi kanana tere ish kanana tuyamaka atere ish ki hai hai hai. Kara eri hi kanana atere ish kanana ate ish ki aha aha ndere ish ki hai. Ma atuyamaha akaya the more density part is let go of, we don't only mean material things. What makes you feel weighted in physical form? Many things. Many things. Things, food, eating. Yes. Also places. If you are living in a place with much density, very difficult to feel this. Tune to this, your energy, light field. Extra work, bringing your physical being to a place that is less of the density automatically makes you light, lighter, not so part of this heaviness. Kushte hira nahato yamaka ate este hai. Kukuya maha akaya atere ishki hai. Ahandere ishki hai mahakuya dere ishki hai. Buya ha atere ishki hai maha atere ishki hai ha andere ishki hai. Kare ishki hai. Auric field tere ika. All different, mahate. It's not like one color is you, mahashte ika. There are parts stronger and others lighter. Mahashte eriha ande ishki. Uyama 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 ande I. Also, it changes te esteha. It changes depending on how you interact with someone or something. Bright, clear auric field ta'ashta becomes dark when something, someone in density brings down, covers, making it darker. Awareness, awareness, this doesn't happen. Kukuya mahakaya atuya mahakaya atere eshki hai. Tere ishti mukututuya makututuya makututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututu Bara ha'aste hi. Ha andere hi kaya makutuya. Biha ande este hai. Ka ande ukuya mahatere este hai. Makatere este hai. Ukuya mahatere este hai. Amaha aka andere ishki hai. Tuya ma akaya atetere ishki na hate eri hai. Hamakaya ishki hai. Baha ate e ha andere ishki hai. Ha andere este hai. Ka aste eri ha andere ishki hai. We want to bring forward the positive and negative aspects again. Kate este hai. Bringing clarity, ka'ashte'eri, maha, maybe more understanding, ha andere ishki ha, of the principle, motoyama kate ishkai. Biri iri irina aka tuyama ha tere eri ha andere ishki na ha tere eri ha atere ishki hai maha tere ha. Kukuya mahatere ishki hai ama ahatere ushkuya matere ishki hai atere ishki hai atere ishki hai. Uta aba ashte ikana na utuya maka ate. We wish to relate it to your blood stream. Ka ashte eriha. Kushte hirana atere ishki na hate ishki hai. Teri karana okuya mahatere ishki hai ha hatere ishki hai. Kuya mahatere ishki hai, ha andere ishki hai, atere ishka. Inside your blood, you have cellulars. Ka'ashtutuya maka atere ishki hai, mahatuya maka. Kuya matere ishki hai, mahatuya maka ate ishki. Different ones working together. Mahatuya maka ashte heri hai. Many, many, many of these cells, katere ishka. Kukuyam haka make up this composition te este hai matuyamaka. Ukuyamatere este hai maka tuyamaka te este hai. Not only in bloodstream, this is all body katere este hai. Kara este hai maka. When the balance is off of what it's meant to be for optimization in physical being, what happens? You can call it cancer. Imbalance, too much negative, positive cannot thrive. So much negative keeps growing. Kate. You say something grows very quickly, rapid growth. Katere ishki hai. Tuyama hatere ishka ha. Hatere ishki ha. Yes, it does grow rapid kaaste once it's given the power. Katere ishte hai. Kuyama tere ishki hai. Puyama tere ishki hai. But if it was balanced more, it would never receive the power to get bigger and take precedence. Therefore, attacking or killing the being. This is the point that you are on your planet now. Negative, so large, big, danger, looking at it like darkness is the driving force, like cloaking over the light, negative, positive, however, now light getting stronger, more expansive, as it grows bigger, this cloak of dark force shrinks smaller. Imbalance goes because both are needed for optimization, balance, union, everything is about this union. Resonance, magnetism, there are so many of these forces, all parts, everywhere. When they don't work, they are out of balance. Circuit blows, explosion, in body, clotting of blood, can kill being, cut off, you are no different within your body. You are reflecting this imbalance on whole planet. Ingesting it in a way, being it in the body. It's too much attachment to the physical realm, because this other sense, the energy, the being, is the dictator of the balance, of the physical. Allowing your field all around using breath to move it, using body to move move it. Kate ish kate ha. Kukuya mahatere ish kina na hate ha ha ha. Brahashte eri kirena okuya mahatere ish kirena hate. Mahaya aha mahaya atereshte haya makaya. Kuste hirana hakaya makuya mahatereshte haya makaya. Kuste hirana hakaya makaya atutuya makaya atereshka. This is what we wish to bring through now. Maheri ha. Maheri ha. Maheri ha. You are balanced. Inviting you to bring your hands open. Positive, negative. Positive, negative. This frequency we will transmit now. Ha will go inside one side of the hand, one hand, through the whole field, out other, and back in again, and out. Hadehi maku kitete ikan umu uste eri ater ika mene moko o moin tere este hai makatere este hai karere irena haturu uiste harana akaya aturu uiste he ha mahate. You must allow your auric field, energy field with the body field to become connected. Not the same thing, but they must work together. Allow your beingness to be energy to work, to flow. Positive, negative, together. Buisteha andere eri ha meke steha makuya steheri ha dere ishte na hakaya makaya dere ishka. Always happy to be with you. Thank you for your attention and awareness. De ikana na utuya mahaste eri ha ha ha. Ba este hikaya tutuya makate eski haya. Mukuste hikaya makuste. Thank you. Cosmic forces, higher selves, all of you who are receiving and listening, thank you. Thank you. See you again soon.